welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another video, and on today's video I will be doing a rapid fire book tag. So I have to answer, as you obviously from the tag you can what am I trying to say? As you can hear from the name of this challenge or tag, it's a rapid fire, so I have to answer the questions rapidly or as quick as I can. But so I'm going to answer these questions. I have them in front of me, and then after that I'm going to recommend a few books for you guys to go read, like one of the best books that I've read that I think everyone should go read. I've divided them into 4 sections. So there's self-help / financial, there's spiritual, and there's fiction, which I don't read much, but I mean if I can learn something from it, I read them. And then there's humor. So let's get to the rapid fire book tag. First question is ebook or physical book? Physical book. Ebooks, I don't do that much. I mean, when I can't afford the book and I really want to read it, then I will read an ebook. And I've read lots of books that I don't have, but I've read on electronically. So I've read the PDF version of the book instead of the hard copy. But yeah, I prefer physical books because if you know me, I have the book in my hand. I want to highlight, I want to make notes on it, I want to do dog ears, I'm that person. When I read, I just highlight, underline, make notes. Ooh, yeah. Anywho, second question is paperback or hardback? Hardback. Wait, hardback is hard books, right? And then paperback, which one is paperback? Also hard book. Anywho, question number 3 is online or in-store book shopping? In-store book shopping for sure. I like going to the bookstore and looking through the books, touching the book, opening the book, reading at the back. I just like the feel that I get when I'm in a bookstore. I wish I could take all the books with me, but of course I can't. Question number 4 is trilogies or series? I don't know. I don't think I've read either. I don't think I've read any trilogy or any series or anything like that. So I don't know. I'll say series if I have to choose one. Next question is heroes or villains? Heroes, yeah. Who would choose villains? But heroes, yeah. Next question is a book you want everyone to read. A book I want everyone to read is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Next question is recommend an underrated book. First of all, I think an underrated author in Africa, her name is Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I love her books. I love her way of writing. She is so free. We learn lots from her, but I love her style of writing. I think I'm in love with her. Not in love, not like that. I just love the person she is and what she stands for. I'd even watch her TED Talks, watch her videos. She's just a beautiful being, man. But yeah, I think that's an underrated author. But in the book, I think her books are underrated. Go check her out. She's really, really amazing. Next question is the last book you finished. The last book I finished was Americana, which was by the same author. Oh my goodness, go check that book out. And then the next question is the last book you bought. The last book I bought was The Richest Man in Babylon, and I think I bought it last week or sometime. I can't remember, but yeah, that's the last book I bought. Next question is the weirdest thing you've used as a bookmark. I don't know if it's weird, but I use a pen when I can't find my bookmark, because where I usually buy books, they give you a bookmark. But when I can't find it, or I've used it on another book, because sometimes I never finish books, I just okay, I'll put a bookmark and be I'll get back to you. So I'm not where was I last time? So I'll just use it on any book. So I mean, what's the weirdest thing? I just use a pen, literally. That's what I'll put, a pen, so I can remember. That's where I need to continue from. Used books, yes or no? Yeah, it's fine. I do use books too. You can buy used books. It's okay. I mean, you're still getting the same content. You're still reading what's in a new book. So yeah, it's fine. A used book is okay. Next question is top 3 favorite genres. My top 3 favorite genres would be self-help, / financial. To me, it's one and the same thing. Spiritual books, obviously, to uplift me spiritually, and definitely some humor. I think I love to laugh. Like, why did I just laugh? But yeah, I love to laugh. So some humor too. Of course, like I must learn something from the book. Like Trevor Noah's Born a Crime. Like you learn so much from the book, but you laugh so much throughout the book. You'll be like, oh my goodness, I'm dying. So yeah, I like books like that can make me laugh, but like learn at the same time. Borrow or buy? I like to buy all my books. I don't mind borrowing people my books, but I like to buy the books just so it's mine forever. I don't know, like I feel like, yeah, I love to buy my books. And when I get my books, it's so weird, but when I get a new book, like I always go to the first page of the book and I'll write my name. I don't know why, but I just do it. Literally anytime I get a new book, I write in Tshepi 2020, in Tshepi 2019, like all my books are just like, this is mine forever. Like, yeah, that's what I do. But yeah, I prefer to buy rather than borrow. Okay. Characters or plot? Both. I like, obviously, knowing the plot of the story, but at the same time, if you fall in love with the character, so like you'd be like, okay, you want to read because you want to find out, oh, what is she gonna do, or who, I wonder how he reacts, oh, but like how do they eventually, you know, like I feel like for me, I like both the plot and the characters. Like I fall in love with both. I wanna, yeah, anyway, I have to choose. Okay, I'll say characters. I don't know. Next question is long or short books. Depends really. I can do short books, I can do long books. It depends on how interested I am in the book, or like, yeah, for real, literally depends. I can do a book that's like 100 pages or 50 pages or whatever, and literally can do a book that's like 500 pages. Like Americana, the one that I last read, was like I took some time reading it. I'm not gonna say I read it in a week or something. Like probably took like, I don't know, like I would read it today, tomorrow feel like, oh, I don't want to read it, I want to read something else, and read it at night, or read it the next day, I'll read it again after 3 days. But eventually after like 2 weeks or so, like I finished it. But yeah, so it depends, I think, on how interested I am in the book, I'd say. And then the next question is long or short chapters. I'd say short chapters. I prefer short chapters. Yeah, I can't deal with long chapters. It's like you're reading forever. Like short chapters make you feel like you're progressing, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, first chapter is gone, second chapter, oh, we're moving, we're progressing, we're getting somewhere, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, okay, I feel like I actually am doing something. With like a chapter that's like 120 pages, it's like, come on, bro, like you're discouraging me. But yeah, I prefer short chapters. Next question is, name the first 3 books you think of. First 3 books I think of is Rich Dad Poor Dad, Born a Crime by Trevor Noah, and Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Books that make you laugh or cry. You know what, I'm gonna leave this question because I have I have the books like on my recommendations that I'll talk to you guys about. But yeah, a book that made me laugh was obviously Born a Crime by Trevor Noah, and a book that made me cry was Americana, the one that I just finished reading. Our World or Fictional World. I think I'll take it's fine, I'll take Our World. I don't know, Fictional World, I feel like, I don't know, it's not real, right? So why would I be in a world where I know it's not real? I don't know. I'll take Our World, it's fine. Audiobooks, yes or no? I don't know, because I haven't really read or listened to an audiobook, so I don't have an opinion about that. So for now, I'm gonna say no. Do you ever judge a book by its cover? Well, sometimes I do. You look at a book when you go buy books and you just like there are some books that just look bland, like literally, like, come on, bruh, like, why does the book look like this? Like, it doesn't look interesting at all. It's like, what could potentially be so important inside? But like, yeah, I know it's not a good thing, because, you know, we can't judge a book by a cover. You don't know what's inside. But like, yeah, come on, make it fun, make it colorful, just try, you know. Because, you know, as human beings, whether you like it or not, you do judge things by how they appear sometimes. But anyway, next question is, book to movie or book to TV adaptation? Eh, book to movie or book to TV adaptation. I don't know, maybe I'll say book to TV adaptations, because literally book to movies, sometimes they're disappointing. You're like, bruh, this is not how it went in the book. But like, I don't know if TV adaptation would do a better job, but yeah. And then a movie, next question is, there's literally 2 more questions. A movie or TV show you prefer to its book. I don't know, I've never watched a movie or TV show that was better than the book. I don't know. The last question is series or standalones. I think standalones are fine, because I feel like series sometimes they just drag things for no reason. Like they just want to keep going on and on and on. Just nah. Unless like it's a really long story, but like I feel like sometimes it's unnecessary. But like, yeah, I prefer standalones. I mean, I do watch series and stuff, but like if it's not good enough, you get bored. Literally, there's only 2 series I think in my entire life that have captured me the entire time. Like, what? I want to keep watching. Yeah, but yeah, literally the rest I feel like, nah bro, you're just extending this, you're just keeping going on because of the views, or like you want to make more money or whatever. But anyway guys, now I'm going to do the book recommendations, and let's start with first heading, or like I said, I divided the books into 4 sections. So the first section is self-help / financial. The first book I would recommend is Rich Dad Poor Dad, of course. I love this book because it's taught me so much about like financial decisions. I'm by no means saying I'm financially wise or whatever, but like it's taught me so much about like money and like just the financial decisions that you make, investing and making money work for you, like things like literally guys, I am by no means doing any justice to these books. So I would say you go check these books out for yourself, because I am not doing any justice to these. But Rich Dad Poor Dad will teach you so much about money. Like I would say go read it. And then the second book would be The Secret. So this book literally talks about literally, I feel like I didn't even finish it honestly, but I would say the half that I read of it, I think would be like I felt like it was too repetitious, like they were repeating the same thing over and over. So like I was just like, no, I'm not doing this, and then I put it away. But like really, I'm gonna go finish it up. But like what they were talking about is that I remember one part was saying like you send out frequencies to the universe. So like what you say is the frequency that you send out to the universe. So if you send out good frequencies to the universe, they literally come back to you. And they talk about the law of attraction, the power of your words, like things like that. Like what you say to the universe literally will come back to you. And the law of attraction, which is so true, it's like, for example, if you're like now all of a sudden, oh, I want to get a Hyundai i20, something you've never even noticed. Now all of a sudden when you're on the road, you're noticing all these Hyundais i20s. It's like, but where were you? It's the law of attraction. Like literally what you think about the most is what you attract. What you talk about the most is what you attract. What you look at the most is what you attract. So they talk about the law of attraction, and it's not like whatever. It's just simple physics. Is like the truth. Like I've seen it happen in my life so many times. You're like, oh, I like red, and all of a sudden all you see around you is red. It's the power of your words, what you proclaim out there literally is what will come back to you. And this is not a foreign concept. Also, we know in the Bible says the same thing. It's Proverbs, I can't remember where in Proverbs, but it says in your tongue lies life or death. So literally the power of your words, can literally uplift someone, or they can crush a person. Like the tongue is a powerful weapon that we must use for good. But anyway guys, the third book, so I said Rich Dad Poor Dad, I said The Secret. The third one would be The Power of Words by Joyce Meyer. Literally saying the same thing, like the power of words, literally putting verses there for you, like the words that you must say, say positive words and things like that. But like it's a powerful book also. The fourth book is my hall of mentors. My hall of mentors. Mentors, same thing to me. I say mentors. My hall of mentors. But like, yeah, it's written by Tshepi Mazwai. She's South African. Bruh, that book will change your life around an entire 360 degrees. But like, she makes you like, that book will make you want to put things down and start working on your dreams. Bruh, she talks about like how she just came up, like she was a Miss South African runner-up. She like, bruh, she's got her own businesses. She like studying, she's doing this, she's doing that. Like, it's so motivating, it's so inspiring, and I felt like I resonated with it so much more because it's a local person, it's a South African person. It's not like someone out there like, oh, but you don't know my situation or whatever. It's so easy to relate to and understand, and it's so realistic. So I feel like you should definitely go read it. It will literally make you go for your dreams. It will make you go like do all those things you've been putting aside, procrastinating, being like, no. It makes you like literally put in the work. Like, it's really a good book, and my friend got it for me. I'm so grateful she did. The last one in self-help financial is The Richest Man in Babylon, and I literally read a few pages of it, and it's literally reiterating the same things that Rich Dad Poor Dad talks about. But like, obviously I haven't like read the entire book. Literally I've read a few pages, but I just wanted you guys to know about it and maybe go check it out too. Read it with me. I'm gonna be reading it, so go check it out. I mean, I've heard good things about the book. So I'm like, people who do like financial advice, people who just talk about, like, people say it's really, really good. So I'd say go check it out. Spiritual books, of course, number one is none other than the Holy Word, the Bible. Read your Bible every day. Literally, it makes you grow. It makes you like, I remember me and my friend were having a conversation this like sometime during the week, and we we're talking about the importance of just like reading your Bible. If it's like once a day for me, like at night, like when I read my Bible, it's like, I believe like there's no way, like there is no way, I don't know, it's a belief of mine, and there's no way, man, you can be in God's presence and not change. There's no way you can read the Bible and not grow or like and not change. Like, I feel like even if you don't see it or you don't feel it, it's not about feelings or like seeing things, but like I feel like in God, there's no way you can be in God's presence and not change. And also, oh, I forgot, but now it was in my head right now, but like time spent with God is never time wasted. It's actually time invested. So I would say, yeah, read your Bible. And then the second book, and spiritual books, would be The Desire of Ages. Yo, you guys, this book is such an amazing book. It literally paints Jesus in such a beautiful way, from like before he was even like born, like to literally when he died on the cross, to resurrecting, to going to, like, it paints Jesus in such a beautiful manner. Like, you literally be like, oh my goodness, I want to be like Jesus. It's so beautiful. It's my favorite book, and I've read it over and over, and I'll definitely do it again. Like, it's such, and also it's not just about reading it, it's about also like learning to be, actually. So being and becoming, like actually become what you're reading. It's not just about reading, it's not just about learning, it's about changing your life, making those changes and implementing those lessons in your life, and actually changing for the better. But definitely go check it out. And number 3, I said a devotional book. I have this book called Whispers from Heaven that I got from a friend ages ago. But yeah, I just a devotional book. Number 3, like, I feel like just get any devotional book that you like. I feel like it grounds you, and it helps you also to, hey, you know what, there are those days where you feel like, I don't want to read the Bible, whatever. Hence, we shouldn't be listening to our feelings anyway, because it's about discipline, it's about what's good for you. But a devotional book actually will help you if you want to improve on your spiritual life, if you want to grow spiritually. Like, get a devotional book at least every day. You'll be reading, even if it's one verse a day, and getting a word, and like reading like a story, nyana, like that's going to uplift, that's going to help you, that's going to make you pray, that's going to, you know, change your perspective on certain things. So I'd say get a devotional book just to be consistent in your spiritual life. It helps you with, you know, being consistent. And at number 4, I have The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. I read this book in 2018, I can't remember, but like literally it's a beautiful book. So this guy, I think he's a millionaire, he gives up his life, his Ferrari, he goes out there, I don't know if it's in India, but some mountain somewhere. He just is trying to learn, like, you know, how they say money is not everything if you don't have peace and whatever. So like, it's just out there on a journey to discover himself, learn about himself as a spiritual being, learn how to live with others, just learn about others, what can I say, others' way of life, others, like, yeah. But anyway, guys, I said I'm not doing any justice to these books. Please go read the books for yourself, because wow, I can't remember everything from the books, but like I know what books impacted me, like what books like left a good mark for me in my mind. And The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari was definitely one of them, and I'm not able to like explain everything, but like read it, it's really good. And then number 5 is Redeeming Love. You guys, that book is so praise the Lord for that book. But like I didn't even finish it. Okay, that's not the heart of the matter here. What I'm saying is go check that book out, and it's a huge book. That's why I couldn't finish it, because I'm like, I can't keep reading 1,000 and something pages, 2,000. I don't know how big, like it's really big, but like, guys, like it's literally, I think the person's like retelling the story of Goma in the Bible, like Goma in their own life, like I like this prostitute who keeps running away, and God has to tell, who's the guy, Gonje? Can't remember the guy, to keep taking her back, because that's how God's love is for us. Like we literally wander away, we literally leave God, and we literally choose ways that we know that, hey, I'm not supposed to be doing that, but God keeps fetching us, God keeps coming for us, God keeps rescuing us, God keeps, you know. So it's like it's a book literally about that. It's called Redeeming Love. It's such a beautiful book. I'm probably like 3/4 or halfway there, but like it's such an amazing book. I'd say go give it a read. And man, she paints God's love in such a beautiful manner. Like literally it's amazing. I would cry, like close the book and cry and be like, yo, God, thank you so much for being so good to me. And then I'd continue, and then I'm like, this is too much, I can't, and I'll put it aside. I'm like, this is deep. Like, go read it. It's such an amazing book. And then the last one is on spiritual books is The Shack. I've had good things about it. My friend bought it for me last year, and honestly, I haven't read it, but I've heard good things about that book. Only good things, I tell you. From adults I was working with, okay, I am an adult, but I mean older people I was working with, and I told them about The Shack. And the lady that was doing book exchanges with last year, she was much older than me, and I mean, of course, she bought me like books that are proper. So yeah, when I told people about The Shack, and they're, oh my goodness, please read it, it's such an amazing book. I'm like, okay guys, okay, I'm gonna do it, give me my time. Like, yeah, go read The Shack. It's a beautiful book. I haven't read it, it's just the reviews, the things I heard from people, they say it is a good book. So do yourself the favor, man. And then at fiction, I only have 2 books. It's Americana and Purple Hibiscus by the same author, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. On Americana, it's the one that I just finished, and literally it's so beautiful. She talks about so many things, growing up in Nigeria, being an immigrant in London and in America, her experiences, her aunt and other people's experience, like professionals, like engineers, doctors, literally different professionals who would have to go to other countries for work opportunities, and when they get to those countries, they literally have to start so low. Like, even though they're the professionals, they are not like, you can't, like, for example, you're from Ghana or from whatever, or South Africa, you get to America, they're not gonna let you just be a doctor. You have to take exams, you have to just prove that you're worth it. And they'll even like they'll even, like, what's the word, they expect you to be overly grateful because, oh, you're foreign in this country, we took you, you must be so grateful that you're here. And like just just professionals being humbled and starting from the bottom, even though they have the degrees to do what like they're supposed to do, but just, you know, their resilience and just starting from the bottom again, like starting over, just to get, you know, to where they want to get to. Looking after your family, whether it's from abroad or whatever. Like, she talks about so many topics that are so real for African people, like for Africans, that are so real, that are so touching. But also at the heart of all of this, she also has a beautiful I don't want to say story because it's one book, like it's there's a beautiful whatever that comes out of this whole story, where there's this lady and this guy that were separated. They were in Ghana, grew up together, they were like lovers and whatever, but then one went to London, one went to America, they got married, they had different lives, but then they come back to Nigeria again later on in life, and they fall in love once again and whatever. It's just, it's a great book. Go give it a try, is all I'm gonna say. And then the second one is Purple Hibiscus, which is obviously by the same author, like I said. She talks about still rooted in Nigeria. She talks about, she explores, the story is, there's a man with his wife and kids and whatever, and the kids are so used to a cold home. Like, the dad is like a preacher or something in the church, but like, even though that's the case, at church he acts so perfect and whatever, and he gives people money, he's so rich, he gives people money, he helps people and whatever, but at home he's a different man, he's a cold man. He is so, what's the word, like, he's intense, he's so, like, the way he punishes the kids, like, he would literally put them in a hot tub of boiling water or pour candles on them because he's trying to take away the sin, like they did if they lied or whatever. Like, he'd go that extreme, that far, to like discipline them. And so the kids are just growing up in this cold home where they just have to be perfect, where they have to do things in order, and it's like a black and white home for them. They don't really get to experience the color of a house. There should be laughter and humor, there should be fun, you know, dad and mom should laugh and whatever, but they never experience that in their house. And so one time something happens and they have to run away, so then the kids are taken to their aunt's house in Lagos or something like that in Nigeria. And for the first time, even though their aunt is poor and she's a single parent to her own 3 kids, but literally they experience so much love because the aunt would let them cook, would let them run around the house, would let them put on music and dance. The aunt would let them laugh. Like, they were like, wow, what is this? We've never experienced this our entire lives. Like, it was such a change from what they used to experience at home. And yeah, man, it's such a girl falls in love with the pastor or something like that. And the dad passes away, the son goes to jail, even though it was the mom who was responsible for his death and whatever, because I don't know what the dad did. But like, it's a great book, go check it out. I don't want to make this video too long, that's the thing, that's why I'm trying to rush. And then on humor, there's 3 books. I have Born a Crime by Trevor Noah, amazing. I don't even need to say anything. Like, literally, you'll be learning about the South African you'll be learning about the history of South Africa, like the apartheid times. You'll be learning about him growing in South Africa as a what's this now, a mixed race child, like having a black mom and a white dad, about his experiences, about him growing up, like in Soweto. He also puts in obviously lots of like laughs here and there, some humor, like things that he was allowed to do, things he wasn't allowed to do, things from his perspective, man. Like, he's such a, I aspire to be like Trevor Noah someday. I aspire to be like him. He's so wise, but like in such a veiled way, like in such a like closed or veiled way. He puts things in such a Like even in his comedy, that's why I like his comedy. Like I don't watch comedy just for laughs, or just even if it's crude or bad. Like he tackles real situations or real problems, but like he also like veils it or covers it with a bit of humor, just so people are able to take it, you understand? Just so people are able, because people get offended real quick and real easily. So like he addresses issues that are like at the core of society, whether it's race, whether it's opportunities, whether it's xenophobia, whether it's whatever. He tackles real life issues and problems, but in a way that people will be able to swallow it, in a way that people will be able to accept it and not reject it, you understand? Like yeah, he's really proper. Go check it out. And then number 2 is This Is Gonna Hurt. This Is Gonna Hurt by Adam Kay. He is a UK comedian, but he was a doctor. He quit because yeah, he just talks about his experiences also being a doctor, how difficult it was, the little pay he was getting for so much work that he was doing. Just a lot, man. It also throws in some laughs here and there, and it's so funny, but you learn so much also, and you appreciate these people. And yeah, it's such a great book. Go check it out. And then the last one would be You Can't Touch My Hair by this American, the US, yes, American comedian. Her name is Phoebe Robinson. She obviously talks about the black culture, the things that you can't just do to black people. Like you can't just come in and just try to touch my hair. But obviously it's more than about hair. It's like it's not just about hair, but like literally she talks about the black culture, trying to educate other people on like why black people do certain things, why we don't do certain things, and whatever. And just yeah, I haven't read the book, but yeah, I've heard good things about it, and I've seen the ratings for it are like really good, and I got the book. It's just I haven't read it, but I'll go check it out. But anyway guys, I don't want this video to be too long. It's already at like 32 minutes. Anyway guys, thank you so much if you watched all the way to here. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Please give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below on which books you'll be going to read, which books have you read already, and which ones would you like to recommend to me so I can go read them. I'll be reading your comments, and please share this video and definitely subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.